Hello, stampers and crafters. This is Kevon from ktstamps.com, creating cards for you. And I'm happy to have you today in my stamp room. This is so awesome. I have a fabulous sketch, and the sketch comes from BTC, which is a group that I belong to. It's short for Beyond the Challenge, which I try to do all the time. But, you know, sometimes I'm better than others. But today, this is a beautiful card that has just a layer on top, and then it has something on the side. So I kind of took my own take on this, and I want to share my first card with you. So this is my first card that I created. And I'm going to bring it up just a little bit so you can see. It has some of these purple fine gems on it. As you open it up, it still has a beautiful Highland heather flower with this wonderful designer series paper. And don't you love this? Blackberry Bliss with gold. Ooh, gotta love it. This is done with Versamark and Blackberry Bliss, ink. So I'm going to show you what I am using today. First, this absolutely beautiful designer series paper. Again, it's called Regal Winter. And the colors are Berry Bliss, Blackberry Bliss, Cherry Cobbler, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Wild Wheat. Now, a lot of these don't go together, but they go together. Absolutely beautiful. Look at these designer series paper. This is what I'm using. Look at this. This beautiful color with lots and lots of different flowers in it. All the flowers that are on it. Look at the black. The back is awesome. Then we have the Wild Wheat. And it almost looks like there's black in there. And I like the gold and the black look. I think it is absolutely beautiful. More flowers. And next week I am doing a kind of Step It Up class. And that's what we're going to do for the, Hump Day sketches. So please come back and join me for that. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? And when you step it up, we're going to start off with just something that has DSP and words, a little like this. And then we're going to step that card up. So you get a chance to see how do you make a card a little more challenging, or you want to take your million cards that you have to do and put them all together, and now you want to just add a little bit more to them. That's what we're going to do. So we are using our Regal Flora, and we're back to now what we're doing here. We are also using this flower. We're using wishing I were there to give you a hug. And then on the inside, you can add whatever you want. I have a great friend that I love to send that to. Then we have this great die. And in the die, it does come with a surrounding area. So this cuts an outside area and an inside area. And I didn't really want to use this outside area because I knew I was going to cover it up. But I will save this for something else. And maybe I might use it next week. All right, and then we have our words. And then I used this and die cut it. So I used this flower and then I die cut it out. So that's how I created the flowers. And they're tone on tone, and this is Highland heather. All right, and then we got our beautiful purple fine shimmer gems. Love them, love them. We do have clear embossing powder. We have our stamp. We have our Versamark that will be with us. our Blackberry Bliss. And down here, I just took the bow punch and I punched out some of these, but I ended up only using one because it seemed like when they match, if you look down here, they match a little bit too closely, excuse me, to the Blackberry Bliss that's in this designer series paper. And if I tilted it up just a little bit more, it would have run right into the hug. So I just used it. And then I used some of this absolutely beautiful Blackberry Bliss gold textured ribbon. It's really easy just to work with. And I think I got everything else that we need. All right, so we're going to get ourselves started in this. So we're going to start to put this together first. And I'm just going to go with the inside. And I only have part of the inside. Oh my goodness. I think I ended up losing one of my flowers. So I may put a couple of these on the inside. Because I did think I lost a flower. So I can't find my other flower. But anyway, we're just going to use this one on the front then. So I'm going to take this, bring in my silicone pad and my seal tape. And I'm just going to give myself a little bit of room over here on the side. And just drop it down. So there we go with that. And then what I'm going to do with these, I think I'm going to peel up just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring in my glue dots. Now this I'm ad-libbing right now because I didn't know what in the world I wanted to do. So please bear with me. So I'm just adding some of the leaves down below, but I want to make sure that when I push this down, you can't see the stamps. And I'm just putting on 3 of the glue dots. And when I just put them on, I am putting them on the top and the side bottoms. And now I'm just laying these down and I'm putting this down below. So I have some floating leaves and then some leaves that are going to stay down. So that's what the inside of my card's going to be. Now, I decided that I really was not interested in putting anything on the inside. Please feel free that when you see this, if you say, oh my God, this sentiment would fit right in this, please make sure that you do that. I just wanted to write to my friend and tell her how much I missed her. And that I can hardly wait to see her again in March so I can give her a big old hug. All right, so that is my inside. Now my top, I'm just going to add this down. And again, this is the best thing. This is one where you can create lots and lots of cards. You just put together the outside and there you got it. You have a sentiment on this and it is Just beautiful. Now I changed this because it was upside down to me. I want to make sure that I get as many of these leaves facing forward or upright. All right, so there's the top of ours ready to rock and roll. I have my bow ready, so now we are going to bring in a little bit of the magic. So this, I got some ink on this somehow, and now it's spreading like crazy. Oh, drives me crazy. So from here, we are going to bring in our Sentiment, Versamark, and our Blackberry Bliss, along with our heating tool. So all that's going to come together. So I am going to take my Versamark first. And this is a little bit crooked to me, so I want to make sure that I get it straighter. There we go. And so all I'm going to do is Versamark it. If you want to, you can turn it upside down. Versamark it. Doesn't matter. Then we are going to open up our Blackberry Bliss. And we are going to ink this up. And then we're going to place this down on the white. Oh, let's see. This is going to be backwards. I'm just going to go with it. Dang it. We're going to get out our clear, and I just put all my stuff in some type of Tupperware like. And before I did that, I should have used my embossing buddy. I completely forgot about my embossing buddy. So this is what you may want to use. And then I'm just going to close everything up. Move that out of the way. I know that I have my chamois. You can see how dirty my chamois is. And I'm just going to wipe it off. All you have to do is, the chamois is the best, then just rinse it out with water every now and then. Keep it nice and wet. It goes a long way when you do that. And you know it isn't when all of a sudden it is totally hard and you can't move it at all. All right, so I'm just getting everything all together, moving everything out of the way, bringing in my heating tool, bringing in my clipboard with aluminum foil on it. All right, and it just, the heat kind of bounces up with each other, and you get a nice, what do I want to say? You get nice detail in your stamping. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see it change color. Once it starts to change, I'll bring it up and I can show you the difference between the powdered versus the detailed. Can you start to see it? And it's just changing right before your eyes. So that's what we want to do. You don't hold it here. Once it warms up, it changes really, really fast. You should not have any powder on this at all. Should have a nice little shine to it. If you see powder, I'm going to turn this off because I'm hoping it is exactly where I want it. So what I'm going to do is just kind of feel it And if I feel any type of powder, then I need to use the heating tool that I threw on the ground. So I got a little bit. And mind you, I don't rub hard. I just kind of feel it. And it was the Chi that wasn't sealed. And if you touch it while it's hot, you will find that it ends up being very hot back to your touch. So there's no, that's good. So that's the best part about any type of embossing. So this is, I don't know if they consider this as a dry emboss or exactly, I don't know the wording between using the Versamark versus the embossing folders. So we have that, and I think I just glued it. Yep, I just used my green glue or my Tombow glue, depending on liquid glue. I guess that's what people would call it now, liquid glue. And I'm just going to put it together. And this is really taking the place of this. So I'm using words and a die. I wanted something to be different, and when I first saw this, I went, wow, this is what I had as far as my picture goes within my mind. I think it is just beautiful. And for some of you who don't know, purple freak, I am a purple freak, and I love it. I have been that way ever since I have been in high school. Well, really, when I was a little child. I love my purple. That was the first color of my bedroom. Absolutely loved it. So then I used some dimensionals on this. And then I am going to just check this out. I'm going to lay this differently on here. So I'm just using glue dots for this. Yes, I'm doing surgery on this. Yeah. And I'm going to put one more on here, on the top. All right, so here we go. There we go, we got that. And then I'm just taking off my dimensionals here. And I'm going to put this towards the side. I really felt that even though Highland Heather was not included in one of these colors, I love the way that it coordinates with the Blackberry Bliss. So I went for it. And then I'm taking my Highland Heather gems, shimmer gems, and I am putting them on the card. Take my pick tool is going to help me get these off. And I think I'm going to stick one down here, and I think I'm going to do one right in there. I don't want to show off this area much anymore. All right, and so this card is complete. I love it. I just think that it looks like you spent a lot of time on this card. I love that. All right, so here's our first 2 cards. Now our next card's going to look a little bit different. This card is done with a lot of the stuff that's coming on the online exclusives. I know that a lot of people don't like the online exclusives. I love it. There's some of my favorite stamps on there. This one is just absolutely beautiful. I use the Heart of Elegance, and this is a die. And it comes with, I think I used this. Here's to beautiful beginnings and a happy ending. My nephew is getting married on Friday night. So excited. So this is his card. So I'm using this sentiment on the outside, and then on the inside, this down at the bottom, sending lots of love. Love that. Now, let's talk about all the designer series papers. We have gold foil. Oh, and it's just 2 sheets of this gold foil. Expensive, well worth it. We have this beautiful Festive Glimmer paper, and it's done with cherry cobbler, garden green, and granny apple green. Let me show you some of these. Ah! And I used one of the dies from the Hearts of Elegance. They have some, I didn't even open this for you. I'm sorry. They have these beautiful dies in here. Look at these. Aren't these awesome? Oh my God. I just think that they are absolutely beautiful. And so I just used, if I count outside, the last 2. Okay, 3 and 4. I think they're beautiful. I love this little design. I'm so excited to start playing with these. But I also know I got Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving to get through. All right, let's take a look. Look at this. Granny apple green. Ow! Love it. And then look at garden green. Beautiful for the holidays. So excited to play with this. And I think this came out of the new mini. So right now, if you do not have a demonstrator and you'd like to have some of these supplies, give me a call, go onto my online store, order it from me. Unfortunately, the online exclusives are not ready until November 5th. This is called the Marble Elegance Specialty Designer Series paper. Oh, let me go back and tell you that it has cherry cobbler, flirty flamingo, mellow mambo, petaled pink, poppy parade, real red, and gold. You guys, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I hope I'm getting you so excited for this. Demonstrators are being able to pre-order right now. Look at all those colors. This is just beautiful. And look at these. I love these. You know, they have just the flat design, and then the specialty is the gold. And I love marble. This is one of my favorite things that we have had. I've been looking for the marble. Oh my God, look at all these. The veins of marble that happen. Oh my God. Think about Christmas. Think about Valentine's Day. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Then I have some of the cherry cobbler in gold. And this is, oh man, satin ribbon. So I have that on here. Okay. And my wonderful glue dots. So we're going to get started with this. So I have that. Everything I need is in here. Now, with this, what I did this time is that I decided to add a little more white to the inside. I really like the way that it looked. Look at this. It just looks like it's popped up. It looks clean. I really like how clean it looks. And I love this to the side. Now, you'll take a look at this and you'll say, oh my God, this looks more like the sketch. Yeah. Sometimes I have to show you some alternatives because, you know, somebody like me thinks outside the box a lot. And I want to be able to share that outside the box with you. So, this was done in Versamark and gold embossing powder. And the clear comes from the something Elements. Classic Elements, classic ones. And this comes from the metallic. And there's silver and copper in there. And so I did embossing powder on this and Versamark, and then I heat set it, and I did the exact same thing on this. I did not want to run the heat gun twice. So I just said, you guys got the idea. I got to show you a technique where you can learn how to color your embossing. So that's what I did. This just comes out plain old gold. All right, so for the inside, all we're going to do is try to get this as even as possible. There we go. That's the inside. It just looks so clean. Oh my God. All right, so then the next thing, look at this. Yeah, look at the back. I love this. So I'm trying to decide. I'm going to turn it a little bit because I want some of the gold to show. So I'm going to go this way. So I was just trying to figure out where more of the gold showed on the card. All right, so now we are adding that down. Isn't that just beautiful in itself? I love marble. That's some of my favorite things to do. All right, so we have this. So I am going to take my satin ribbon and grab two glue dots. Make sure that when you grab your glue dots, they're on the same side. All right, and we are just going to put that onto the card. There we go. Now I tied this bow because I just really wanted a beautiful bow just to be on the card. And I really felt that this would be beautiful. So I'm taking one of my glue dots. And I don't like to waste a lot of ribbon. And so I just stuck that here. Now this one moves a little bit too much for me. And so I am just going to grab a glue dot and stick it under where the bow goes. And I'm sticking it on the paper. There you go. And what you want is to push up the little glue dots so then you can't see it. So there we go. Woohoo! Awesome, awesome, awesome. So now I just wanted this to pop because I love my nephew. He's one of the greatest guys in the whole wide world. So I want to make sure that I get that heart up there. And so it even looks good just like this. But I decided one more. Now, whenever you're working with any type of glitter paper, it's really hard just to adhere on it. It's better if you use tear and tape or dimensionals, liquid glue, because it has a lot of ridges And you want to be able to make sure that it sticks even in the ridges. And sometimes the adhesive just doesn't go inside there. So I'm just going to make sure that this is even all the way around. And there's the front of our panel. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, love it. And, oh, I'm not done yet. I have glue dots. I mean, dimensionals. So I'm going to put on quite a few dimensionals. You know me, I'd rather be using the foam adhesive, but I'm going with glue dots on this one. No reason why. Absolutely none. And so I'm using my 6. And I don't know why you guys are so far away today. Most of the time you're a lot closer. My camera's a lot closer, but I don't know what happened. One of those things. All right, so I used about 8. So all I'm going to do is off to the side, putting my piles, because I don't know about you guys, but these little backings show up everywhere. Go. I went into the nails. I hope you like my nails. There's little ghosts on it, and my pretty little purple. And I had brought some into the nail shop. I just thought, oh, Kevon, you're so silly. All right, so now I am ready to just put this on. And I may drop this just a little bit more than the other one because I want some of this beautiful gold to show. Look at that card. Oh my God. I just think it is beautiful. Love the online exclusives. So here you are. Here are mine. There you go. So I really like that. And I don't know if I have somebody talking to me right now. I can't see who it is, but whoever it is, welcome. I'm so glad that you're joining me today. I really appreciate that. So here you go. Here's this. These are my 2 cards from my sketch today. So I love it. This is so great. But I made you guys one more. I'm not going to show you how, but I put it all together. Now, as you guys know, we have the Halloween Memory Scrapbook Workshop Kit. And this, I'll clear all these out, comes with stickers, with designer series paper, with two-tone designer series paper. And that's like the black, and it almost looks gray, and then there's black. It's darker on this side. And it also comes with a sheet on how to make a scrapbook. And it will give you detailed directions on how to do this. And the other best part is that if you choose to go rogue a little bit, like this girl, it also comes with a place to just put a picture. So let's say you have a big picture and a small picture, and how are you going to figure out where to put it on their design, okay, Stampin' Up's design, then you got it right here. And it's your own design. You can do whatever you want. And I just love this. I ordered 2 by accident, so I have lots. So I used this purple, and it's the 2-tone. Can you see the difference? Absolutely beautiful. So that's what I did with this. And you know, sad story is that we had makers come over from Something of Our Hearts. Oh God, I get stumped every time I do this, and I don't understand. But their company folded. Stampin' Up ended up picking it up, and it has just been a blessing. to have those now demonstrators, but they were makers, come over and show us how incredible they are as far as artists goes in scrapbook making. I love that, and I am very grateful to Stampin' Up for doing so. So this is the card that I made, and I used a little bit of ends up being retired. The spider web in the background is retired, but the best part is that you can emboss this and then take a fine sander and sand over top of it, and it takes off the purple and makes it look a little white. So I added my spiders on here, and I said, creeping it real. Love that. Had to find some orange ribbon that matched this. All of this designer series paper, the two-tone, comes with it. This is the pumpkin pie. On the inside, I did with the black, the white, almost felt like a candy corn. Eek is a sticker. The spider webs is a sticker. So I also did that with scrapbooking memories. So again, if you have not had a chance to take a look at this, please do so. And then go to Google and look what these beautiful makers who are now demonstrators with Stampin' Up are doing. They are just fabulous. So again, high five to you guys for everything that you do. Thank you very much for coming to my blog today and sharing this with me. And please make sure that you tell me, show me, ask me to come visit, whatever, so I can see what you're creating. And hopefully I'm giving you just a little bit of different ways to take a look at these designs so you can make them yours. And again, if you are on my Facebook page, thank you, thank you, thank you. My hearts are thanking you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming, watching me do my videos. I really appreciate it. Inside the comment section, that's your place to be able to put your card there. Love to see your card. If you are watching me afterwards on YouTube, thank you. Please, subscribe to me. Give me a like. Tell me that, you are enjoying these and that you come back to take a look at them. Again, I don't have a lot of followers, but I love what I'm doing. Absolutely love what I'm doing. So again, big shout out for everyone who is involved. We got Halloween coming up. Send cards, guys. If you dream of somebody and you wonder how they're doing, send them a card. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Let them know that you are really important in their life. And I got a couple of these cards that I'm going to send out to friends too. So without further ado, and with my sadness that I have to leave for today, but I will be back again next week with Stepping It Up cards for Hump Day sketches. So my name is Kevon. My blog, where all the dimensions and everything will be on there, is www.ktstamps.com. And my motto is creating cards for you. And I do not have a problem if you case me. Honestly, I'm here to create cards for you. I'm here to bring joy in your life, to give you ideas. When you want to put something together quickly, that's what I'm here for. So thank you again for joining me today. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.